The air turns frigid as a single glowing symbol carves itself into the thick mist of the Scandinavian highlands. It is the Fehu rune, but it does not bring promise of wealth. It bleeds a faint, rhythmic light that pulses like a dying heartbeat. Standing in the center of the swirling darkness is a figure draped in heavy, weathered furs, their face obscured by the rim of a hood. They do not speak with a voice, but as their fingers trace the empty air, the very atmosphere begins to hum. The ground trembles not from an earthquake, but from the weight of a word being born in the silence. Introduction. In the realm of Nordic noir, where the sun remains a distant memory and the shadows hold a physical weight, there exists a legend of the language sorcerer. This is not the wizard of high fantasy clad in bright robes, but a master of the primordial alphabet, a sentinel standing at the edge of the world. The study of these ancient symbols, known as runes, transcends simple writing. For the sorcerer, language is the fundamental architecture of reality. Each stroke of a rune is a tether to a cosmic force, and to speak them is to rearrange the stars. This investigation seeks to understand the silent power of the one who commands the whispers of the North, exploring the intersection of linguistic mastery and the haunting aesthetic of the frozen wild. The Ascent of Shadows. The setting is a landscape of stark contrasts, deep charcoal forests against bone-white snow. This is the essence of Nordic noir, a genre that thrives on the tension between the seen and the unseen. The sorcerer moves through this world as a ghost among trees. The runes that surround this figure are not static carvings on stone, they are sentient echoes. Witnesses speak of the Ansus rune appearing when the sorcerer breathes, a symbol of divine communication that vibrates with a low-frequency sound, capable of shattering glass. To understand the sorcerer is to understand the gravity of the runes. These are not merely letters, but vessels of Galdr, the ancient craft of incantation. As the figure walks, the runes of the Elder Futhark orbit them like a miniature galaxy of golden embers. There is no warmth in this light, it is the cold glow of ancient knowledge. The investigation reveals that the sorcerer does not use the language, they are a conduit for it. The relationship is symbiotic. The darkness provides the canvas, and the linguistic symbols provide the definition. Without the shadows, the light of the runes would be blinding. Without the runes, the darkness would be absolute. The climax. The tension reaches its breaking point at the ruins of an ancient stone circle, buried deep within a valley where the wind never stops screaming. The sorcerer raises her hands and the swirling runes accelerate. The Hagalaz rune, the symbol of hail and primal destruction, flares into a violent violet hue. The shadows around the figure begin to detach from the earth, rising like ink dropped into clear water. This is the moment of linguistic singularity. The sorcerer begins to write in the air, connecting the runes of protection with the runes of opening. The sound is no longer a whisper, it is a roar of 1,000 ancestors speaking at once. The boundary between the physical world and the void thins to the width of a knife's edge. The symbols spin faster, creating a vortex of light that threatens to swallow the darkness whole. Every secret ever whispered in the North, every forgotten name, and every hidden truth flows through the sorcerer's hands. The air smells of ozone and ancient parchment. For a fleeting second, the entire valley is illuminated by a flash of pure, unadulterated meaning, a word so powerful that it defies translation into any modern tongue. The resolution. As quickly as the storm of symbols began, it collapses into a heavy, profound silence. The sorcerer remains standing, though the firs are now dusted with a frost that does not melt. The glowing runes have dimmed to a soft, rhythmic pulse, returning to their role as silent sentinels. The darkness of the Nordic night settles back over the landscape, but it feels different, more like a secret kept safe. The figure turns and begins the long trek back into the depths of the forest, the symbols following closely like loyal hounds. The mystery of the language sorcerer remains unsolved, but the impact of their presence is undeniable. They are the guardian of the bridge between thought and reality, the one who ensures that even in the deepest black of the Nordic winter, the light of the word never truly goes out. The whispers continue, carried on the wind, waiting for the next ear capable of hearing the truth hidden within the shadows.